Upstairs, Downstairs, Part 1, production number 1511, recording date 10/10/72, take 1.
Pale hands I love.
Rouge is for silver, not hands. It costs money, you know. Ruby?
Yes, Rose?
You done yet?
Nearly, Rose.
Nearly. That goes all nearly.
Nearly all there, eh? I don't know. We work harder when they're away than when they're blooming well here.
Gives us a chance to get straight. Oh, this curtain. Oh, my God! Edward!
Don't touch me.
Not all at once. If Mr. Hudson had seen that, he'd have had a fit, and quite right. Have you dried them?
Washed and dry, Rose.
Well, get some mutton cloth and give them a good polish. You know where it is? That girl.
Why is Miss Elizabeth not away like the others?
Miss Elizabeth? Might as well ask why water don't flow uphill. She knows I want to get into a room and give her a good turnout. But will she let me? Elbow grease, mind. And don't tear it. You know what Mr. Hudson's like about his mutton cloth? What's she doing up there, anyhow?
If you are ready to join us, you could provide the perfect rendezvous.
Rendezvous?
Our battle headquarters, here in this house. You said your parents were away.
They are, and the reception rooms are all shut up.
Not the basement, surely.
The servants all? Well, no, but what about the servants? They're not all away.
Can't you send them out?
On what pretext?
Well, you'll have to think of something. I'll tell Mrs. P. our group's got a secret base in Belgravia. She'll be delighted.
The time! I really must ring down for lunch or Rose will sack me. I ordered something cold. I thought we'd have it here.
Not me, my dear. I must fly.
But Ellen, you
A
must...
sandwich and cocoa at headquarters.
Headquarters? Can I come?
No, dear. Only committee members. Oh, here. You have it. It's the list. It's your house, so you have it. What a night it's going to be. We shall make history.
That's what I want to do. Make history.
Until tonight, then.
Tonight.
And now I must hurry. I'm late for the coordination meeting.
Goodbye, my dear.
There's luncheon for two, Miss Elizabeth, like you ordered.
Thank you. The time, we got carried away.
Never mind, you can eat it all.
No, I'm not hungry.
She's an odd one.
Ellen Bouverie is my oldest school friend.
Oh? Fun you haven't seen her since then. Come on, eat it up.
No, thank you. Well, what's that for?
Edward can take it away.
Would you bring me my writing block? I should have asked her what to wear.
What to wear, Miss Lizzie?
I mean, suppose we all wear the same colour.
Where to?
Anywhere.
Take that tray downstairs, pour out a glass of milk, and bring it up with a slice of the Madeira cake that's in the tin with the butterfly on it.
I don't want it, Rose.
Well, get along with you.
My rose has thorns today.
That's just because I'm in charge of this great place. I'm no cook, no butler, but I've got it all to look after.
Including me.
Aren't you going to go up and see your family at all?
I detest Scotland.
Well, Frinton, see the baby?
Oh, the baby gets along very well. Life for me is one long boring holiday anyway. Oh, I wish it were otherwise. Oh, not for you, of course. I mean, you've a right to complain with all you have to do. Aye. Fetch me my purse. You shall have a holiday.
Oh, no.
You and Edward and the girl. Here.
No.
Take it. I shan't go out again today. Oh, Edward, how kind of you. So tonight, Rose, you'll take Edward and Ruby to the bioscope in Wilton Road.
I will not.
I know you enjoy it so. And so will Edward. You're to go there and not to spare a single thought for me and enjoy yourselves. We'll see it twice and there's enough there for supper afterwards.
But Miss Elizabeth,
I
I've got your...
insist, Rose. You'll look after them, won't you, Edward?
Oh, yes, madam.
Thank you, Edward. Thank you, Rose. Just one lamp can't look odd. Odder if the house is dark.
That's better. Put it on the table and sit down. Elizabeth Curbridge, our new recruit who lives upstairs.
Well, my
And
parents...
kindly allowed us to congregate down here.
Good girl.
Our group. Bessie Purdo, Lady Jessica Barnstable, Dr. May Lindsay, and Miss Cutforth, who teaches.
Good evening.
Now, you all understand. Tonight is to be the greatest in the history of the Union. At precisely 10:30, we...
Ah, the last.
That'll be Mabel Tompkins. You're late.
I'm losing money as it is.
Won't that burr show up?
It'll go in me bag. You weren't followed? No, I went twice round the block.
And if anyone is watching, it won't look odd, people coming in and out this way. They'll think the servants are having an evening while upstairs are away.
Where are your servants?
I sent them to the bioscope.
I sent mine to the Riviera.
I must say, I thought we'd have met upstairs.
I prefer it here.
You don't surprise me. You're new. Just joined, now be quiet. I was saying, tonight is to be the finest in the history of the Union. For too long, men have made the shoddy argument that women are too volatile and too passionate for political life. Well, there are members of Parliament, men's Parliament, who will sponsor votes for women's suffrage. But we know, we've learned in a long, hard school that it's all a waste of time because no party will support us. Right. And to the newspapers, we're fun, like drunken undergraduates in Piccadilly on boat race night. And so, the time has come to prove we are in earnest. Tonight, a bomb is going off.
Bomb?
The like of which is new in the wide world.
Don't relish a bomb.
Oh, she doesn't mean a real one.
Oh, but I do, Elizabeth. At 10:30 precisely, mind, every single member of the government and every single senior civil servant is to be attacked. Well, not only our group is involved, but every group in London and all over the country. Think of it. Every man at the same moment. Isn't that a bomb? Yes. Now, our target is Mr. Arthur Granville, MP.
The Home Office.
He lives quite near.
Number 66 Digby Street, Westminster. That's why we're assembling here.
Will he be home?
I hope so.
The bag, Bessie.
Here. Take what you fancy. What you can do the most damage with.
Plenty of bricks. Get some bricks, David. Elizabeth. Now, leave one by one, walk naturally, and assemble very discreetly at 20:05. Bessie, you leave first. Make sure the coast is clear.
Oh, no, you don't. Rose! You can go, the rest of you, and good riddance. But not Miss Elizabeth.
Who's she? Get out of my way.
Rose, you don't understand.
I heard. It's wicked. What would your father say? I mean,
I never believed it of you. You, a suffragette.
I'm old enough to have my own opinions.
We see about that. You'll not budge.
Go in.
Oh, use the carpet bag.
Pass.
You common thing. Oh, could you, Miss Elizabeth? Such people.
One by one, and no noise.
You disobeyed me. Where are the others?
Out. I knew something was up. Oh, Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, Miss Elizabeth, can't you stop grizzling?
Now, Lady Jessica.
I'm not letting you out with this lot, and that's that.
No? Then wait and see.
You don't know what'll happen. I've heard stories.
So have I, dear. You may. Best of luck, one and all. Elizabeth, I must go next.
Go. You're not needed here.
You must do as you think best.
I know what's best. I'm with you.
No.
Yes! My life's not like yours, limited and...
Not like a servant's, you mean?
Yes, I do! You can't understand, Rose. The world's changing.
Why do you want it to change?
I'll be there, Ellen.
A suffragette?
Yes, it's exciting.
Haven't you had enough excitement? Is this your new toy? Today's Reary show?
I thought you were my friend.
No, I'm your servant.
Then behave like one and do as you're told. You let go of me.
No.
Let me go or I shall do...
Or you're what?
Or I shall sack you. I can and I shall, Rose.
Them windows are a fair height. Who's got the bricks?
I have.
Are you a good thrower, dear, or shall I?
I played cricket with my brother.
That's the ticket. What time is it?
We'll hear St. George's clock, don't worry. Think of it. All over London. Every home.
I wish we had Downing Street.
Mrs. P has that. Stands to reason.
That's a lovely motor for you, Lady B.
Yes, lovely.
It's so hot.
You're nervous. First time out. That girl.
Rose?
Suppose she tells your parents.
Oh, she won't. Anyway, I wish you wouldn't coddle me. You're as bad as she is. Shh!
Must you go so early?
I regret, sir. I hope the evening has been useful.
Business and pleasure.
And an excellent dinner.
As for those copper shares, first thing in the morning.
I'll, see you're in on that. Give my regards to Marshall at the Treasury.
You can count on it. Good night, Julius.
Good night.
Why else are we doing it? You will listen to us! Votes for women!
Votes for women!
Listen to us!
Women's rights for too long! Listen to us! Hurry, they're coming!
Listen to us! Let go of me!
No.
Miss Lizzie! Oh, leave her be, you cad!
Oh, Rose, go home! Every home tonight! Listen to us! Votes for women!
Oh, a pretty one, eh?
Oh.
This way, my beauties. Come on, no more.
I told you not to, Rose!
And I told you, now
165 Eaton Place.
Morning, Mrs. Bridges. Now then, Ruby, me girl, have you got that range going? Yes, Mrs. Bridges. Well, Ruby, I hope you's no paper. Oh, no, Mrs. Bridges, we don't want clinker. What's that you're making then, Ruby? A cake, Mrs. Bridges? Like you taught me. Save it be better than yours, you silly old cow. Oh, what's up with me tea then? Did you turn her nose up?
She's not there.
Then you best find her, for she won't want it cold.
She's not anywhere.
Hey, I'm making a cake for this afternoon. What do you think of that, then?
She's not in her room. She's nowhere.
What?
Rose, nowhere.
Don't be daft.
Well, I knocked on her door and went in, and her bed's not been slept in.
Hey, Edward, do you mean to say that you and me have been alone all night? After bioscope, we come back
It
here
means
and
that
we...
she went out last night and didn't come home.
It's a man. I bet it's a man.
Oh, not Rose. Here. Who's going to take out Mrs. Kirby's breakfast when she rings?
Oh, not me, not upstairs.
Well, I can't. What has happened to her?
Holgate, Marks, Tippett, Brewster, Court 3. Badcock, Fullmin, Warren, Jones, Lewis, Court 4. Sidcup, Lindsay, Cutforth, Court 5. Bouverie, Barnstable, Purdo, Tompkins, Buck, Curbridge, Court 6.
This way, ladies.
Walker, Shears.
Here, what's this?
You expect the Old Bailey?
I don't call it tried in a blooming cupboard.
It's a court as long as that's up there. There's too many of you, flooding in from every police station in London. Now, come on, get into line, come on, into line. Come on. And you.
Tried, didn't you?
Oh, sorry, your ladyship. Hush now.
This is even smaller than Mr. Wilson's court.
He was here first, sir.
Oh, was he?
We want a proper court.
You have a proper court, madam, and a proper magistrate, so hold your tongue.
And please, sir, the bailiff will be vastly obliged if you can keep all cases to 10 minutes.
Summary justice, indeed.
Lady Jessica Barnstable of Beckhampton in Wiltshire?
Yeah?
You don't respond.
Then I beg your pardon.
Lady Jessica Barnstable of Beckhampton in Wiltshire. Miss Ellen Bouverie of Sutton in Surrey. Miss Bessie Purdo.
Bessie, Elizabeth Shirley.
Bessie, I was born, and Bessie, I'll die.
Miss Bessie Purdo of Salford in Lancashire. Miss Mabel Tompkins of Lisle Street in the city of Westminster. Mistress Elizabeth Curbridge of Eaton Place in the city of Westminster. Miss Rose Buck of Eaton Place in the city of Westminster. You are charged with conduct provoking a breach of the peace by causing willful damage to property in...
Digby Street.
Digby Street. Property of Digby Street. In committing certain illegal and wrongful acts at 10:30 p.m. on August the 14th last.
We break laws to make laws.
Silence! I have seen some mischiefs in my time, but this is a new and special one. It must end, and I shall end it.
The cake's not rising, though it smells a treat.
Miss Elizabeth's not there either.
Perhaps it was too wet.
She's not in her room and her bed's not been slept in.
Oh, never both of them.
What are we going to do?
Well, you're in charge, Edward.
Police?
Police? Oh.
Or give him time, eh?
Aye, Edward, that's best. Give him time.
It's settled we're guilty before we're tried.
You will not say that. I will not have it.
You do as your masters tell you. I don't call it tried in a blooming cabbage.
It's a star chamber.
I will have silence. Yes, be that as it may. Now, which of you is your spokeswoman?
I.
No, me.
No, I'm
That will be enough.
Ellen Bouverie.
The rest of you may sit down and be quiet. As a husband and a father, I have long found that it is better for one woman to speak at a time rather than several. Now then, we've heard from the police. What have you to say?
My father is a guardian of the poor. My mother, a member of the school board.
Your parents are not before me, Miss Bouverie.
From them I learned how many of my own sex find themselves in dreadful situations because of the state of English law as it affects women. You must have had women before you who would never have been in court if the law gave them a better claim to justice. You know how unjust the marriage and divorce laws are. Even that a married woman has no rights in her own children.
I should prefer it if you spoke of the events of last night.
We've presented petitions, held meetings greater than any in history, faced mobs in the streets, because we've been told we can't have political power until the whole country supports us.
Well, the whole country does not support you.
It can be led to it. It's our duty to make the world a better place for women. When we get the vote, we can create vast changes for our less fortunate sisters. The average wage of women workers is 7 and 6 a week. Shame. 7 and 6. Can you wonder so many of them are driven to an immoral life? True. Legislation must come about, but it won't until we have the same electoral power as men. We stand by what we did last night. We put our protest, our determination in a form which cannot be ignored. We think our action moderate.
Moderate?
The upstanding.
Now, will you be bound over to be of good behaviour?
No.
And so say all of you. Very well, then. Mrs. Elizabeth Curbridge, for your part in this disgraceful affair, you are fined 40 shillings.
Stand down.
But where do I pay?
Outside.
Now for the rest of you, who should know better.
You came to see me hung, sir? How 40 shillings must annoy you.
Not at all. I would deplore to see you hung. As for your fine, I have paid it for you. There is your receipt.
You are impertinent, sir.
You don't have 40 shillings.
You dared to look inside.
How else was I to identify the owner?
You will be repaid, sir.
I count on it.
I must have your card, sir. I shall send what I owe the moment I get home.
I could not call for it.
Sweet.
What is it? What's happened?
Now then, Miss Stanker.
Please, what?
They give us 2 months.
Oh, no.
In prison.
Not all of you. Oh, Miss Lizzie.
You have a friend at court, Davis.
You see what you've done?
Saved you from jail.
I don't want to be saved. I want to be with them.
Remember that in your comfortable bed in Eaton Place tonight.
I wish I hadn't hit you.
I was waiting for an apology.
I wish I'd killed you.
I gave them my card. Said I knew you. Mentioned your father, your connections.
You know a great deal about me, sir.
Convinced them you could hardly be a villain like the others.
I am. You saw me. I was there. Prison. Well, which prison? I must ask at once.
Holloway, without a doubt.
Who are you?
You have my card.
Julius Karakin, your name, where you live, but who are you?
Tell me I have been of service.
You haven't. Oh, God. What am I to do?
We shall go for a refreshment and discuss the matter.
I shall do nothing of the sort. If you had to save me, why could you not save Rose as well?
Who is Rose?
Stop it, stop it.
stick together.
No.
Don't be a goose. You're better with us. You know us. Look around, dear.
If I appear less angry with you than I was, it is entirely due to exhaustion. A night in Rochester Row Police Station is far from beneficial.
A night with a pack of suffragettes can hardly be beneficial.
I am one, Mr. Karakin.
I have my doubts.
Then little you know me. If only I were with them now. Thank you, no.
Thank you, Loris.
I cannot abide China tea.
I cannot abide chocolate.
Oh, my Aunt Kate drinks nothing else. The family have been expecting her to turn yellow for years.
That would be the Marchioness of Castleton,
Are you a snob, sir, or a detective?
a connoisseur of handsome women.
Well, then I shall leave at once.
How vain to assume I include you.
Every woman is precisely aware of her degree of handsomeness. To most women, it is all that matters.
But not to suffragettes.
You are a Jew, I think. It is well known that all Jews wish to ingratiate themselves. Or so my mother says.
Lady Marjorie, I thought Jews were greedy only for money.
That also.
I have Jewish friends. Most of them are every bit as greedy for money as my English friends. I wouldn't mind being Jewish.
Then what are you?
I was born in London.
And your parents?
My father was Armenian.
As I said.
You said a Jew, which is quite different.
I confess to an astonishing lack of interest. I'm here because you said you might help Ellen and Rose.
Your house parlour maid.
Rose has been my friend for as long as I can remember.
How bizarre. Perhaps I'm less English than I think.
She's loved me and looked after me and understood me ever since I was a child. Oh, why did she involve herself?
Because she believes in the cause?
No, not Rose. But prison, the shame of it. Oh, not to me, of course, but for your interference. I should be reveling in it. But Rose, if my mother ever finds out...
I believe there's less cause for concern than you fear. Prison is a lesson, a token. The women don't eat. It's almost routine.
Don't eat?
Do have a cake. You should read the newspapers.
What do you mean, don't eat?
They refuse to eat for a few days, they're released.
A few days? How few?
Oh, it varies, but I hope I comfort you.
If it's the truth.
I never lie to a woman till I've known her at least 2 weeks.
You won't know me 2 weeks, sir. Now, I must go home.
I shall escort you.
No, I can take a hackney. Good day.
And thank you.
I must have me pins.
There's no one to admire you anyhow. And then get dressed. All of you, now, quick. Quiet! You! Halt! Stand away, you! You go it, girl! Quiet, all of you!
She'll give her one back.
You leave me alone. I won't be here long, not even all day. Miss Lizzie will come for me.
Elizabeth betrayed us.
Come on, come on. I'll have to telegraph Mr. Hudson in Scotland.
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
Well, what then? Well, I've got to do something. Anything might have happened.
Hey, someone's coming.
Rose, where on earth?
Good day, Edward. And,
Ruby, madam. We're all here, madam.
All here. Yes, madam.
Doing this and that.
Rose is going to give you a room a good do, is she ever? Oh, madam.
Something most unfortunate has happened.
I don't want to hear.
Yes, madam.
It's Rose. I've no choice but to tell you. But if you ever so much as breathe a word of it ever to anyone... Rose, owing to an unfortunate mistake, has been taken to...
She never come home.
She didn't come home because Rose is in prison.
better than Winston Green.
All you're used to, I dare say. You come near me, Bessie Purdo. Bessie! My line of business, we learn to take care of ourselves.
Oh, what is your business?
I'm in the entertainment line.
Actresses is no better than trollops.
Not so good, dear.
Your pipes?
Yes, miss. Here, miss.
No, miss.
Same as all the others, eh? Put all the pipes on there. You! Hurry up!
Wish it was a cup of tea.
Leave it.
Well, we've got to eat.
No, we don't, Rose. We all refuse to eat.
Look, if I'm going to be in here, I'm going to be...
You won't eat. None of us eat.
Starving.
Starve you will.
Look, at least let her eat.
No, my dear. It's all right.
We might die.
It's better than giving in. Yes, Rose.
She's right, Rose.
Very well. If you say so, my lady.
But the shame will kill her.
I know about that. Your class is ridiculous.
I don't reckon your mother and father will laugh at it either, madam.
But they won't know. Not ever. I won't tell them, and you've given your sacred word.
But that won't be worth the cinder unless she's here when they get back.
I have it on the best authority that she'll be released. They'll all be released. And when you come to think of it, it's another victory over the system, making the law look foolish.
And what would that be, madam?
Prison's a token, a lesson. They don't eat. They refuse to eat, and in a few days they...
Few days?
How few?
I don't know, but it must be true. It must.
She's dropped off. You ain't half got bony shoulder blades.
You'll be bony before we get out of here.
What's Miss Bovary doing then? Writing her life story?
A speech for Caxton Hall on Saturday.
Saturday? Oh, you'll be lucky.
Has anyone heard how long they're letting us starve?
The last lot was 3 days.
Oh, this pain. It's wind, dear.
Who was that man? The one what got Miss Lizzie?
I didn't notice.
He was the one she bashed.
Never.
The one what came out of the house?
That's right.
He came to tell on her, beast.
Then how did she get off? He's after her.
Not Miss Elizabeth.
Well, she's not bad looking.
Do you think that, Miss Bovary? I'm worried about her.
Oh, why don't you shut up?
I wonder if she's worried about us.
About me, yes.
You know, I've seen him, now I come to think about
What?
it. That Toff. He lives down the Dilly where Albany, yeah. He's one for the ladies. I've seen him going in and out with him.
Oh, my God.
Oh, nice classy woman. Never looks at me, of course. Then I suppose he gets it for nothing. Bloody black legs.
Here. Who's had the corner off this?
Not me.
Let's have a look then.
Perhaps she's at it.
See, don't come and take hands off me, you. Stop it. It wasn't for me. It was for her, because she's holding her. Ah! Oh! 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 Help me!
Bessie! She must keep the rules as we do. This is democracy. She ain't used to it.
Visitor back.
That's Miss Lizzie. I told you she'd come. Miss Lizzie?
She doesn't know we're here.
No, we shouldn't have left Marsh.
Why didn't she come?
Rose, you look horrible.
That's a proper shiner you got there, Rose.
And your hair.
Why don't she come?
Brought this. It's a cake. I made it.
They won't let me eat it. Why don't she come?
Well, she said a few days and you'd be out.
Though what you did, breaking a window. Oh, Rose, it was awful.
Why don't she come? I can't stand it no more. Why don't she come? Right, why don't she come?
All out. Visiting's cancelled. Out. Out. Out.
I'll tell her, Rose. I will tell her.
they letting us out? Eh? They're letting us out?
We don't know, not from the looks on their faces.
Inland there!
Oh,
Next.
it's never torture. Not in England.
God in heaven.
You won't be let out this time, ladies. Oh, no. Because you will eat. We're feeding you with this. And the more you resist, the worse it is, let tell me. This end goes down your throat. Or if you're very bad, up your nose.
Oh, no. Please, God, no.
I don't want to wake up. Are you all right? Have a stool a bit. I didn't mean to sleep so long.
I won't do it again.
What's that?
Chew. Stop.
I dare stay. Sit down.
They can't. Not again.
Rise and time, clock's out. Then there'll be a nice breakfast. Unless you want a repeat of yesterday.
No, miss. I'll eat. Miss, please.
The same as yesterday.
Suit yourselves. Now get that pot emptied. You,
my good woman, where is our friend?
She fainted and we ain't seen her since.
Ellen Bovary. What have you done with her?
don't ask me.
Was she fed as we were?
Not so many questions.
Whatever is it?
There's someone coming up, madam. Ruby, is that you?
Yes, Edward.
Ellen!
Elizabeth?
Thank you. Ruby, make us some tea.
Yes, madam.
You're out. Are you all out? Rose, where's Rose? Why isn't she with you?
Only me. Oh, Elizabeth!
Calm. Only you. Now, there'll be tea in a minute. Now, why only you, Ellen?
When I fainted...
What?
They examined me. The doctor says my heart is weak.
Oh, dear, how dreadful. But he may be wrong.
It's the other what happened. What they're doing in there.
Well, tell me, my dear. You must tell me. Oh, no, Ellen. No, they couldn't do anything so brutal. Not women to other women.
They are. I can't describe it to you. I'm lucky.
Have they released any others?
I don't think so.
So no one will know. Oh, if only my father were here. I think even Mother would be angry. God in heaven, is this England? You wait there a moment. I'm getting dressed.
Dressed?
We're going out. No, no, if I'm to play the woman, I'll do it properly.
But where, Elizabeth? What can we do?
We must see Mr. Karakin at once.
I'm sorry, madam, it is not possible.
I'm sorry, but I must
But,
see
madam,
him.
at this hour, madam, I must insist.
Who disturbs me, Loris? Oh, Mrs. Curbridge and Miss,
We realise it's early, but...
What time is it?
8.
8! God in heaven, I never rise before 10. Loris,
Mr. Karakin
do you
was
think
here-
I'm interested? At 8 o'clock in the morning? You overestimate my goodwill, Mrs. Curbridge.
But surely you'll...
Surely you'll show all the arrogance I expected. You may turn. I rise at 10. Besides which, it is a well-known fact that I have no truck with ladies before noon. It's my inflexible rule, and why I have never married.
But you were kind yesterday.
Goodness, you sound almost feminine. You haven't introduced your friend, though I saw her the other night.
Ellen Bouverie. She's been in prison.
You see, I said they wouldn't keep them long.
Only she is out. The others are... Please help me. You must hear what's happening. It's dreadful.
Anything dreadful at this hour would spoil my day.
But there's no one else. Ellen, tell him.
Because we won't eat, they're using a tube. They have this long rubber tube and a funnel. 4 of the women hold you down, each arm, each leg. They put a block in your mouth to keep it open and force the tube right down your throat, right down into your stomach. If you vomit, and most can't help it, they push the tube up your nose. It's some kind of hot liquid they pour in. It's quite frightful.
The law of the land is frightful.
I'm sorry, Ellen. It's a waste of time. We'll leave you to your decadence, Mr. Karakin. I'm sorry to have troubled you. And I hope I never see you again. Come, Ellen.
What did you expect me to do?
Rose is in there enduring that horror.
Rose, yes. Loris. Do sit down, ladies. We are none of us at our best at this hour of the morning, and Miss Bouverie looks quite... Loris, a bottle of the Heidseek 95 and 3 glasses.
Oui, monsieur.
Champagne at such a time?
It is ideal at any time. In the evening, it smooths the way to love. At midday, it is an excellent aid to the digestion. At this hour, I'm not sure, but it will offer some benefit. You look most charming, Mrs. Cobridge.
I find the thought of alcohol as degrading as I find you, sir.
I have lost ground with you.
You never gained any. Come, Ellen.
A bargain. You will drink champagne with me when your Rose is free?
When?
As soon as your Rose is free.
Perhaps.
Should I?
Well, I'm not.
Hello? The Bellamy residence? Oh, Mr. Hudson.
Oh.
Are you still in Scotland? Yes. Everything's fine, Mr. Hudson. Yes. Right as rain. Rose? You want to speak to Rose? Oh, Mr. Hudson, she's out at the shops at the moment. Yes, I know it's early, Mr. Hudson, but you know what Rose is. Yes, Mr. Hudson. I'll tell her, Mr. Hudson.
Edward, you lied to Mr. Hudson.
Madam's back.
Are you off up?
No, she'll ring if she wants something.
The thing for us to do now is to go out and chain ourselves to some railings with a placard.
What good would that do? Oh, really, you're so stupid. It's all stupid.
Elizabeth!
Well, it is. Women are weak. If we weren't, we'd be helping Rose, and we're helpless. Well, aren't we?
A glass, Arthur.
It's too early for me.
This new development is disturbing.
Development?
Yesterday, the women convicted in Holloway were fed by force. By stomach tube.
May I ask how you know? There can be no secrecy in public life, but yesterday...
I heard of it from Sir Gilbert Tufton, the president of the Royal College. He and I are old friends.
You're paying towards his new charity clinic and an eventual knighthood for yourself.
Oh, you're wrong, Mr. I seek no knighthood, merely to help my friends.
And you think I need help?
Sir Gilbert is most upset. He regards force-feeding as barbaric and dangerous.
His Majesty's government does not.
The government does know about it.
It's for the women's own good. If they won't eat, they must be fed. It's hospital treatment.
Not a punishment.
It's... What is that you're holding?
This is a letter, the draft of a letter. Sir Gilbert sent it to me for my opinion. He knows I have so many friends in Fleet Street. It's a letter he proposes sending to the Times. They'll publish, of course, Sir Gilbert.
What does it say?
Oh, but it's confidential until it's published. But there. You and I have known each other a long time.
I don't have all day, Julius.
No, well... Dear sir, He says where he's heard about...
Go on, man.
And I submit that such treatment, when the patient resists, is attended by the gravest risks.
When the patient resists?
As resist they must. I submit that accidents are liable, even likely to occur, and that the health of the patient may be permanently damaged. In my opinion, and I have no doubt many of my colleagues will agree with me, the treatment is unwise and inhumane. And to try labeling it hospital treatment is a gross libel. Hospitals in this country hold no place for brutality. There is more.
He's sending that to the Times?
If I advise.
And will you? There'll be an outcry.
Without a doubt. Sir Gilbert can muster big guns, and even those people who find the suffragettes laughable.
Which I do not. Irritating and dangerous, but not laughable.
A wave of sympathy, at least.
I can't help wondering, Julius, if you have a personal interest.
Oh, that's impossible. I already have the vote. I only want to help my friends. If you would like to modify your point of view for the good of the party, finish it today. You'll hardly look heroic, but you will reduce your value as a target for a lot of criticism and ill will.
You know, I cannot say. I must consult my masters.
I don't think you have masters.
Good morning, Julius.
Such an impatient man, Loris. Now I must go out, must I not? The day is beginning.
Offer her a bit of me cake.
What have I done? It's all my fault, every bit of it. I should be in prison, not...
I was not sure your servants would be here, so I took the liberty.
What have you done about Rose and the others?
What I can. Leave us, please. I have wasted my power for you. A man has so much power here, so much influence there. He hoards them. People may owe you one favor, rarely two.
With what result have you wasted your power, Mr. Karakin?
Who knows?
You must know.
Then you are ignorant of the real world, Mrs. Curbridge. You strike a match, throw it down. Who knows to what it will set fire?
I must know.
You must know. Patience. It's important for a man, essential for a woman.
Patience. Must women always be patient?
You're not a suffragette, Mrs. Curbridge. You're not the type. Miss Bouverie, perhaps, and I raise my hat to her. But you are a very selfish and somewhat spoiled young lady. Oh, very charming. As selfish ladies often are. Ah, they're right on time.
Someone's coming.
The cab is paid for.
Oh, my dear Rose. My Rosie.
I'd be very much obliged, Miss Lizzie.
Yes, Rose, what? Anything.
If I could have a cup of that tea.
Yes, yes, yes. Come have mine. Oh. I have to thank you, sir.
Oh, I don't know what he'd done, but we were all out.
I warned you I stored up favors, and you made a bargain with me.
Yeah, yes. Edward, do you have the key to the wine cellar?
Yes, madam, but I'm not supposed to use it.
Go down and fetch a bottle of my father's very best champagne wine and serve it in the morning. You must go up and lie down now, Rose. I'll come up and see you later. You must be... Oh, it's all my fault. Rosie, I'm so sorry.
Look, just leave me be, Miss Lizzie. Leave me be. Another cup of this tea and I'll be right as a trivet.
If you'll come this way, sir.
It weren't right. Whatever it's for, it weren't right.
What they did to you.
And what you did. All that shouting and hurting, it's not right, whatever it's for.
I know, Rose. I really do.
And you're not going to do it anymore.
Well...
No, Rose. She isn't.
Well, that's all right then.
Hey, Rose?
Hmm?
Is it all right about the cellar?
Don't keep asking questions, just do as you're told.
That's right.
Ruby?
Yes? Yes, Rose.
Has this floor seen a scrubbing brush this morning?
Oh, no, Rose. What with all the
Well, you
fuss-
can get about it now then, can't you?
Yes, Rose.